3HL broadcasting live from Radio Row in Vegas. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay with you. Our thanks to Pioneer Heating and Cooling, among others. Get more information, 1045thezone.com. We've got a lot going on, and we will continue the discussion right now with a couple of former great NFL players, Kyle Turley and Jim McMahon. KT, what's up? How are you?
Good, brother. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for having us.
It's good to see you. We leave Nashville to come here and talk with you here.
That's right. We're on the same flight and everything. It's
same
great.
flight and everything.
Yeah.
Jim McMahon.
Yes, sir.
How are you, buddy?
Well, still breathing. Still breathing. Thanks to cannabis.
When I was watching my favorite NFL team of all time, the '85 Bears, I was thinking, yep, Jim McMahon's going to run for president.
Well,
that is what's happening.
Yeah, we're trying to stir up the pot here. We're trying to
literally.
We got to get rid of this two-party system. You know, we're running on the Cannabis Freedom Party, and we're trying to get more awareness about this plant. You know, it's been stigmatized for so long, and people still don't realize how good it is for you. You know, we all have a cannabinoid system in our bodies. We're supposed to be using this plant. We don't have an Oxycontin or a Percocet or Vicodin system in our body. We have a cannabinoid system, and it's the number one regulated system in your body, and it's the only patented neuroprotectant on the planet. So why are these guys not able to use a plant that's actually going to help them and help them restore their bodies rather than these pills that do nothing but mask pain and kill you? Cannabis has never killed anybody.
So you're running for president. Kyle is
VP.
He's VP because he says, I'm going to take the bullet. He can slide right in.
He's got to take the bullet so that security is good for us. We've got to have good security. He's going to take the first bullet. They got to kill the guy about weed, you know.
At what point did you guys come up with this idea, this third-party run? The Cannabis Freedom Party.
Yeah, well, there's just too much. It's so ridiculous, right? Look at our political landscape. How absurd is it, right, of our choices that we have? And then people don't know it, but The Rock's going to be the Democrat candidate. And then so, you know, we're in the – Trump's already teed it up. He's already mentioned idiocracy in an interview, just like all the cold stuff. So it's going to happen. And so we realize that, you know, not only does this need a third-party system, which we have no chance of winning, obviously, unless we can get some Russians or somebody to help us with some votes. I don't know. I guess that's who we got to call these days. You know,
Turley, you never let us down at Super Bowl. You always, our social media accounts are always going to go off when you come on.
We never get a reaction.
Golly,
we never get a reaction.
Well,
from you. It's crazy.
You know, we're still talking about all these things in Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
All these great people. And there's a great audience for cannabis in Tennessee, and we're still pulling over Darius Rucker. Give me a break. That's absurd.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And it might have been the South Carolina Gamecocks that made it happen, but hey,
right
in the Tennessee Vols. But this is the thing. So how far off are we? Like, can you see that in the state of Tennessee? Can you see it coming on around?
It should have happened. I had emails back and forth with the governor and I called all the police sheriffs, let them find out what my dad's a former police chief, FBI National Academy. He still forms posses in Arizona and works with people nationally. Mm-hmm. You know, we've got all these people in our sport that are experiencing this. We've had all this, success with getting things done, but yet there's still this stupid thing that's keeping certain people from accepting the truth. Right. And, it's unfortunate. So hopefully Bill Lee listens to your show. I hope he does. I've been out after him, in a very cordial way, try to get this thing done, and hopefully we can get a meeting with him. I've asked him to support our political party. He sent emails back, we really want to support this and, the people. And he's got a lighting company, so he can probably make a bunch of money, lighting up some buildings, growing some plants.
Can we go back to where this all starts for both of you, though? Because I think it's important for people maybe that don't know your story, Kyle. I mean, we talk about painkillers and addiction to opioids and all of that. I mean, you were in the thick of it to where, there was a time where we didn't know if you'd be sitting with us one day.
Yeah, that's real. And, that's unfortunate statistic that still plagues our community, and we deal with it daily. From our community, you wouldn't understand the people that we know that are struggling with this disease. You'd think, oh, they have everything. They've got all these restaurants. They've got all this money. And yet, you're helping them and going around them and waiting for them to get out of hospitals and stuff and just talking to them and being there for them when they're struggling. And they're there for you. And it's a real disease that this sport creates, amidst all all the orthopedic issues that, obviously as we talk about the opiate deaths, they have to stop, and not one person's died of cannabis. So, my situation and my story I've been very open about, and it started there in Nashville. Post-career, I retired in Nashville. I started a music career. I toured the country for 6 years, coast to coast, over 100 dates, opened up for everybody under the sun, and I had to move back to California because I was in and out of the hospital at the same time, having seizures, having all kinds of health issues, dealing with this brain disease and all the things that have happened from this game. And then more importantly, what I've discovered is all the pharmaceuticals. And so all I needed to do was just get off of those. You don't need one of them. I mean, I played 10 years in NFL, Jim as well or more. And all these, the age keeps coming, and we're still moving and we're still functioning on this level that keeps proving this plant out. And that's why we talk about it the way we do.
For you, Jim, kind of lift back the curtain and why it's this cause and all of this is important to you coming off of so long of playing football.
Well, like Kyle said, I mean, it's got us off the pills for one, got us feeling better, got us living better. I can remember things a lot better, a lot clearer now than I used to. We all have a cannabinoid system. We're supposed to be using this plant. We don't have an OxyContin system or a Vicodin or Percodet system in your body. But we do have a cannabinoid system. Everybody does. And once people start realizing, the truth about this plant, I think all this other crap's going to go away.
That's right.
How did you guys meet?
About 15 years ago, I was playing a concert at a Gridiron Greats event in the Super Bowl in Indianapolis, and Jim was there.
That was the first one I covered.
Was
the
it?
Indianapolis Super Bowl. Yeah.
Nice.
That's Super Bowl.
Funny.
Jim comes and hangs out. We were on the tour bus. I had the bus at that time. Jim comes on. We burn one down and hang out for a little while, and it was
decide to run for president.
Yeah, we talked about one day we're going to run for president. Me and you.
We're going to change the world.
That's right. That's right. And here we are, man. It's 15 years that we started with these efforts to try and address our community and all the issues that are going on with it. We all know those that played this game. Our community is suffering. We continue to suffer. All these fixes to football didn't work, and these things are still happening. So we really have to address this, and we know the answer. And the answer is cannabis. It truly is. That's why we're running for president. It's not a joke. It's real. We have the Safe Banking Act that can put $1 trillion, if it's money is your thing, put $1 trillion of cash, unbankable cash, back in the economy. We don't need that, do we? And then the descheduling down to a Schedule III drug that has to happen this year. And they're making it a political issue. You got Fox News saying this is bad. People are killing people and going crazy. And some lady got off of murder because she killed somebody, and they said she was high on marijuana, and that got her off of murder. No, these things didn't happen. Why is this being used as this political football? It doesn't need to happen. And, the business that we've had, why can't we talk about our business? We've been turned down by so many media outlets to have interviews, but they'll support, if I had an alcohol company, they'll support Jim if he's got a dip company and he wants to go around and promote his tobacco. Yeah. They'll support everything else, but they won't let us get on other shows than the good people that are hosting these local radio shows. It's absurd.
There's always a reaction when you come on. We all agree that we're not afraid of ideas. And so, if you don't like what's being said, that's fine. Make up your mind one way or the other.
Isn't that America?
That's fine. But we're going to throw this out there and see what you think about it. You know what I mean?
Well, and more importantly, who knows? I don't care what you think. I mean, I do, because you're my friend and you're people, and I want to know what you think. But what does somebody know that can help somebody? There's so many people struggling, and we have to resolve these issues in our community. Because obviously the pharmaceutical industry is only fixed on one thing, is getting people addicted to a new drug. Everybody's got the Ozempic now, to get skinny. When how many people, if they found out the truth, that you could just burn one down and go to the gym, and you'd have a great day, and you'll look amazing. And your life will be back like you had it when you were young, and you'll start companies. We've got a multi-million-dollar cannabis company we started. That's easy. I've been going around. I've been in New Hampshire at all the primaries with Nikki Haley, Dean Phillips. Tried to go to the Trump rally. The line was a mile long. It's 10 degrees out there. We're
all
freezing.
Those guys glad to see you?
Yeah, they are, because they all know. We ran into Matt Gaetz in the parking lot. He's been one of the guys from the beginning 10 years ago when I went to D.C. and lobbied for this. there's real things that have to change with this, and hopefully they do, because everybody can benefit from it. And we don't have to talk about the semantics or what people think. There's a truth to this, and that's all we're saying, is the truth, and that's what should be said.
Jim McMahon, Kyle Turley running for president as a third party, the Cannabis Freedom Party, rev-mj.com.
Yeah, rev-mj.com is our website, and then you can order our hemp products at thegaspipe.net. I'm bringing one to Nashville. We're working on that location, a great partner of ours out of Dallas. And all of our hemp products are 50 state. You can order them to Tennessee, to any doorstep in any state in America, in 30 different countries. And we're exposing this plant in its full form. It's really important that happens.
Good to see you, brother.
Thank you,
Keep
guys.
pushing.
Appreciate
I know you
y'all
will.
letting us have that platform. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us, boys.
Appreciate you, brother.
That's awesome. Rev-mj.com if you're interested. The Cannabis Freedom Party. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.